What's up, guys? My name is TechnoTuner, and today I figured I'd bring you guys a deck profile of a new fun deck that I've put together. I've enjoyed it a lot just through test hands and playing some with friends. It's my more pure-ish Jurrac Dino variant that I'm playing locally just for fun with friends. This is something that I came up with on the spot. It's something a little bit more fun and casual. It doesn't really enable a lot for meta play, but it does enable a lot of fun for like tabletops and casual games back and forth. But I will say the one thing that has been quite a fun portion of this deck is being able to basically field wipe, not just once, but twice up to 3 times in a single turn, especially during my opponent's turn. It can be quite hilarious. All right. Anyways, we're going to hop right into this and start with the main deck. For this, you're going to see where I play a lot less actual dinosaur support and more Jurracs. So starting off, I play 3 Jurrac Megalo. This card is a great extender and allows you to enable portions of your field nuke. This is what I like to call the meteor. But yeah, if you control a dinosaur monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. During your main phase, you can discard 2 cards, including a Jurrac card, then draw 2. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can send 1 Jurrac monster from your deck or extra deck to the graveyard, except Jurrac Megalo. So this is where I can usually fix hands and then go ahead and enable me being able to set up a stereo or Astro for the Jurrac Meteor play later on. Up next, I do play 3 Jurrac Guaiba. This is something that has been common among most of the Rescue Dino plays from older formats, but Jurrac Guaiba has the effect, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon 1 Jurrac monster with 1700 or less attack from your deck, but cannot declare an attack this turn. So even if you do get an attack off and destroy a monster by battle, you can use its effect to special summon Megalo or any of the other Jurracs in the deck, which is very helpful. Up next, I do play 3 Jurrac Stego. This card's really nuts for what it can do. During your main phase, you can destroy 1 card you control, and if you do, send 1 dinosaur monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then you can special summon Jurrac monsters from your hand and or deck, except Jurrac Stego, whose total levels equal the sent monster's level, ignoring summoning conditions. Also, for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon except dinosaur monsters. You can only use this effect of Jurrac Stego once per turn. When this card is destroyed by battle, return 1 face-up card on the field to the hand. It's actually really nice because what I can do is dump hit a larger dinosaur that you'll see later on and be able to get about 2 to 3 bodies out from the deck. Now, the fun part is you can pop Stego and activate its effects still because you're targeting a card, popping it, and then being able to resolve the effect. For the 2s that I do run, I run 2 Jurrac Aolo. This card is just a great way. You can tribute this card, target 1 level 4 or lower Jurrac monster in your graveyard, except Aolo, and special summon it. So if he's on board, I can tribute him, summon Megalo, Stego, Guaiba, or Petra, which is basically if this card is attacked, return an attacking monster to the hand after damage calc, and this card gains defense equal to the return monster's level times 100. So it's a bit slower for a battle trick, but it can get you some extra turns for trying to survive. Then for the 1-ups for the Jurracs, I play 1 Jurrac Protops and 1 Jurrac Velo. Jurrac Protops, it just gains 100 attack for each monster your opponent controls. So even though it is 1700, it can go up to 2300 if they have all their monster zones filled, including an extra monster zone. Jurrac Velo is when this attack position monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, especially someone Jurrac monster with 1700 or less attack from your deck. So basically, if he gets destroyed by battle, you can summon any of your other Jurracs here on in this engine from your deck to the field. That's all the main Jurracs that I actually do play as monsters in this deck, for the main deck, I should say. However, we did need to fill out some more spots for the actual dinosaurs to be able to trigger off their effects. So I play 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor. We all know what Soul Eating does. If it's normal special summon, you can take 1 dinosaur type monster from your deck, add to your hand or send it to the graveyard. You can target 1 other level 4 or lower dinosaur type monster on the field, destroy it, then special summon 1 dinosaur type monster from your graveyard in defense position. It doesn't negate its effects, so it's a great way to recur monsters, which is very beneficial. Of course, it wouldn't be dinosaurs without the Baby Ceratosaurus. When it's destroyed, you can special summon a level 4 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck, which can be very helpful as it can unlock basically any of the Jurrac cards that you need. I do play the 2 Xenometeorus. If a card is destroyed by battle or card effect, in which we're destroying a lot of cards in general, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can destroy 1 dinosaur monster in your hand or field, then special summon 1 dinosaur normal monster from your hand or deck. But you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. I don't run any normal monsters in this build. However, if I'll go over where you can cut 1 to basically fit in like a Frostosaurus or a Megalo Smasher X to give you that capability. The main reason why I'm not running a fire one is because I don't know of any normal fire dinosaur monster right off the top of my head that would fit that role. That would either be a level 6, 4, or anything that would allow me to basically go up and level up for either a synchro play, seize play, or just anything like that. Of course, I do play the 1 Miscellaneousaurus. You can discard this card, make your dinosaurs unaffected by your opponent's activated effects during the main phase of this turn. You can banish any number of dinosaur monsters from your graveyard, including this card, especially 1 dinosaur monster from your deck with a level equal to the total numbers of monsters banished to activate this effect, but destroy it during the end phase, which is a great way to get into your Baby Ceratosaurus or Jurrac cards if you have the capability of getting there. I do run the 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. It's a great way to pop cards. It also, when you pop a card on your field, which is a dinosaur, you're going to cause everything to flip face down on your opponent's board. And when it attacks, it can attack all monsters your opponent controls. And if they're face down, you can just send them directly. It doesn't destroy them. It just sends them to the graveyard, burning for 1,000. Then for the 1-ofs, this is where I would cut this card for a normal monster. It's Doodle Beast Tyranno. It's just a great way for an interruption. During the main phase, if a dinosaur monster is on the field, you can quick effect immediately after this effect resolves. Tribute summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal summon, you can destroy 1 monster on the field. Then if this card was tribute summoned by attributing a Doodle Beast, it gains attack equal to half the destroyed monster's attack on the field. You're not going to be fulfilling the secondary effect, but it's a great way just to tribute and then destroy a monster on the field on your opponent's side. I do play 1 Transcendosaurus Meteorus. It's just a great way to pop a baby in hand with a Megalo or anything that you need to trigger its graveyard effect. It's very helpful. And I do play the 1 Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos. We're playing a lot of fires. It's just a free way to get a big body on board for extra damage. Even if we do manage to normal summon a Megalo or another level 1 tuner, such as Aolo, we can then go into a level 8 play, or we can use it for a link material and just keep climbing. But that is all the main deck monsters that I do play for this deck, including the Dinosaur Package and Jurracs. So, what do we run for spells? We do run 3 of the field spell, Jurrac Volcano. During the main phase, you can destroy 1 dinosaur monster you control, and if you do, special summon 1 Jurrac monster from your deck. If your opponent special summons a monster and they have activated 4 or more effects this turn, except during the damage step, you can special summon 1 Jurrac Meteor from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. If a Jurrac monster you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you can banish 1 dinosaur monster from your graveyard instead. So, for those that don't know what Jurrac Meteor does, Jurrac Meteor If this card is synchro summoned, destroy all cards on the field. Then special summon one tuner from your graveyard. When this hits the field, it nukes everything. But you can then activate Jurrac Volcano to protect your board of Jurrac monsters from being destroyed, which lets Jurrac Meteor trigger off and get a tuner during your opponent's turn. Of course, it wouldn't be a dinosaur deck without the 3 Fossil Dig. You can add 1 level 6 or lower dinosaur monster from deck to hand, which is a great way to search your Oviraptors, your Jurrac monsters, your Miscellaneousaurus, all of them. Then I do, of course, play the 1 Terraforming, the 1 Foolish Burial, and the 1 for 1. 1 for 1 is a great way to get into the level 1s, such as Megalo and Aolo. Foolish Burial is a great way to set up for the Aolo play if you're going into Stego or something else. Terraforming is just an extra copy of Volcano. Now, this is the one thing that most people will not run more than one of. I run it at 2 because this is more of a casual build, which is 2 Jurrac Impact. If you control a dinosaur monster with 2,500 or more attack, destroy all cards on the field. It's a lot of fun to see because not many people really expect that. Because usually when you think of back row, you're thinking of Infinite Impermanence, Destructive Karma Cannon, Daruma Karma Cannon, Mirror Force, all of that. But you don't really expect a direct impact unless you know you're going against Jurracs itself, which is kind of helpful in the mainstay of the actual format for casuals at locals. Now, we've gotten through the main deck. We're going to go ahead and hop right into the extra deck for this dinosaur deck in general. So, for the Jurrac portion of the extra deck, I do run 2 Velveto. He's just our level 5 target to allow us to climb into our level 10s a lot easier. I tried playing Jurrac Giganoto at 1, but I was never able to really make him, given the current state of the deck that I have built. So, having a Velveto lets me basically take a Megalo or an Aolo plus a level 4 and him and go directly into who I'm going to be dropping next, which is Astero. Astero is really great because he is one heck of a boss. If this card is synchro summoned, set 1 Jurrac spell or trap from your deck or graveyard. Once per turn, when opponents would special summon a monster or monsters, quick effect. Banish 2 dinosaur monsters from your graveyard, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster or monsters. During your opponent's turn, quick effect. You can banish 2 Jurrac monsters from your graveyard, including this card. Special summon 1 Jurrac Meteor from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon. So this way, if you manage to pop off with Volcano to summon Meteor, you can pop, or you don't have to activate the Meteor or the Volcano effect. You'll send everything to the graveyard. Astero will then trigger in the graveyard where you can then quick effect, banish it plus another dinosaur, and summon another meteor to nuke again. And that's only if you're using Volcano. If you're setting Impact, you can do Impact, wipe once, Astero, wipe again, and then you can keep going from there. Well, we're running 3 Astero, right? Well, we're going to run 3 Meteor as well. This card is just a basic board wipe at 2800 attack and 2000 defense. He is really cool unto himself. I do like his OG art. However, his alternate art is a lot easier to get a hold of, which is one of the few reasons why I'm playing that art at 3. All right, so that's all the Jurracs I have for the extra deck. What else am I running? Well, for our extra deck, I'm running the 1 Volzar Dolka for our Monster Negate, our Logia for our Omni Negate, and our Volzar Lars. Lars doesn't come up very often, but if you were to run a normal monster over the Doodle Beast Tyranno, you could go into Lars a lot easier, allowing you an additional negate for anything. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you can detach 2 materials from this card, or just 1 material if all this card's materials are reptile and or dinosaur. Then target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, negates effects until it ends its turn, which can come in very handy. For links, of course, I play the Hida, the Fire Charmer, the Promethean Princess, Bestower of Flames, the one Amblo Whale, and the one Salamangreat Raging Phoenix. Raging Phoenix is just a great way to where if this card is link summoned, you can add one Salamangreat card. You're not going to be doing that, but if a face-up fire monster you control is destroyed by Valor card effect and this card is in your graveyard, target one of those monsters, special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. So he can go from 28 to 56 if Meteor on the field is destroyed. Amblo Whale is just a great way to get rid of Promethean Princess, plus it allows us to either summon back a link 3 or lower monster to the graveyard if this card is destroyed, or if a link 3 or lower monster on the field is destroyed by Valor card effect while this card's in your graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard and destroy one card on the field. Promethean Princess is just another way to allow us to pop a card on the field on our opponent's side and trigger one of our dinosaur effects by popping another card on our field. He does just a great way to get the Ash that they're more likely going to use against us to summon it back to allow us to go into Promethean Princess and further extend. Overall, this is what I have for my Jurrac deck, and I have to say it's been a lot of fun playing it. I'm excited to play it some more. So I hope you all did enjoy the deck. If you did, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you would like to see more of this content. Either way, guys, I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings from all the dealings? Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?